iGaming nuance, competing effectively in an oversaturated market. As gambling brands become interchangeable, a dose of disruption might not only be necessary, but eminently desirable. How do today's brands stand out from the crowd? Let's find out. Irina, Korochkira, Digital Choo. Oleg, Profatylo, Digital Choo.
Okay, hi guys. So we would like to start with an interesting fact. Did you know that there are around more than 10,000 different gambling companies in the world? But just take a moment and think, how many can you name right now? Maybe 10 or maybe 20. And it's you guys who are connected to this category and who know this category. Normal people really remember around 2 or 3 maximum brands which they are engaged in and which they use. What makes these 2 or 3 brands different from the others?
The course is the most built on the same platform, provide the same games, have 27 support with convenient money withdrawal and Excel bonuses. Some are famous and loved by everyone, while others get left behind. Some companies are lucky enough to have been pioneers in the gaming categories. They have a long history and easily recognizable to gamblers. Companies have learned to defend their category by building recognition relationship with their customers. This was accomplished early on by building recognition in a specific niche, using excellent expertise in promoting their services.
And so it's really a privilege to be the company that has no competition on the market yet. So when you have low competition, of course, the clients will one way or another turn to you because they have no other options. But today, the market is changing, and every year, more and more gambling companies appear on the market. And that is why the client becomes confused. He can't tell the difference between the brands which he sees. So in this situation, the only brands that are able to compete for the wallet of the consumer are the companies that stand out and that are visible in the whole clutter of the total category. And if you want to be in this, among these companies, you have to also start to think differently. Why differently? Because differentiation is really one of the key features of the brand essence that may turn the tide to your cause. So it gives you the possibility to be noticeable on the market and to drive your brand to success among other brands.
So don't be chameleon, stand out and be noticed. Now, the company, nowadays, to have a logo, it doesn't mean to have a brand. What is the main purpose of differentiations for now? To build brand identity, to show some uniqueness, or to make people remember their distinctive qualities. The main purpose, whatever you call it, the main purpose of differentiation is to transform your company into a recognizable brand. But nowadays, when you have a logo, it doesn't mean that you have a brand. A brand is a whole different entity. It is like you and me. It's like to have a logo. It's like to have a name, but it could be identifying the name, but cannot identify the qualities of some specific brand. So nowadays, you have to differentiate, you have to stand out and compete all specific different sets. To be competitive in nowadays market, you have to stand out in all these features.
Well, first of all, what we like to say is that the first step to differentiate on the market is to recognize that you need this differentiation. This is a step which is really difficult for many companies because it involves change, it involves some transformation, and of course it's time, it's effort, and it's very energy consuming. This situation, this step is even more heavy for large companies. Why is that? Because large companies already have a good money flow, they have large consumer bases. So when you have everything okay, then you start to forget about marketing, you start to forget that you need to do something more to differentiate on the market, to be competitive with other companies, because you think you're big and those other companies are really small and they can't reach you. But that's not the case right now when the market is so oversaturated with new launches, with brand new companies, with active positions and really smart and brilliant teams. Next.
When competition is great in scale and numbers, no status quo is offered. Even it seems to be okay at the moment. Clients now are looking for added value, and finding this added value is the key to success. So now we will follow through some basic steps of brand construction and discuss the main do's and don'ts and possibility of integrating the standout approach at every stage.
So, of course, everything starts with research. What you don't want to do is think that your clients are only after profit, are only after money, after your bonuses, or other material things. So you must understand that gambling is, first of all, it's all about emotion. And your clients are not simply numbers on your Excel sheets. They are live people, and they have their own motivations to gamble.
Stand out. Know your clients, their travel, their hopes, their values. Use extensive interviews and different forms of research to walk in your client's shoes.
And the second step is positioning. What you don't want to do is tell your audience only the rational benefits of your company, because these benefits are mostly the same for all the companies. It's their bonuses, it's their some, I don't know, maybe loyalty programs or etc. You must find some unconscious triggers that trigger the consumers to choose your brand over the others.
Don't ask gamblers what is the reason to choose you or your competitors. The answer is 99% likely to be incorrect. Instead, turn your research and tune your brand to become the embodiment of players' values or interests.
Now the identity, and we're talking about visual identity right now. So it's an often case when a manager, for example, of a casino thinks, okay, we have a casino, so my visual style must involve a roulette, maybe Egyptian pyramids, I don't know, monkeys, jungle, and everything, and other combinations of those. And start to rotate these creative materials, which are so ununique on the market that you can tell one brand from another if you see their advertisement. What you should do is use a unique visual style that will show some distinctive assets of your brand and make it visible on the cluttered territory of any advertising environment.
Stand out. Tune your unique visual style to your strategic brand position for clients. Utilize professionals by modernizing approaches in shooting, in animation, in graphics, in research, etc.
Now about video. And yes, you need video. So what you don't want to do? You don't want to evaluate the video based on your performance or instant stats, because video is the tool that helps to build brand awareness and brand image, and it must be measured accordingly. What you should recognize is that video really is, for today, is the top tool to build your brand awareness and your, what's more important, brand familiarity. So this is what gives the audience the feeling of your brand.
Stand out. People want to be proud of their connection to the brand or what it represents. Use video used to show the essential of your brand through some story or some specific emotion.
So, of course, you should bring scale to your brand. What you don't want to do is focus only on the acquisition part of your media plan. So you should use a wider scale of instruments, including PR, SEO, sponsorships, offline campaigns to promote your brand.
Build links among all your marketing sources to generate a synergetic effect and to achieve the brand's goal. It's vitally important to keep all your marketing tools, your marketing resources under one roof.
And of course, coming alive, what we mean here is the usage of the ambassadors. So ambassadors are the avatars of your brand for people. So you don't want to use only some people who have high ratings or are just famous celebrities. You should attune the celebrity to your brand and select the ones that represent your brand values and your brand attitudes.
Select an ambassador who embodies both as your brand image KPI and your client's values. And ambassador is an integral part of your brand, so he or she should to agree with your brand's beliefs and with your brand's policy. Only there is synergy possible and comes naturally in this way.
And as for a final word, we must say that compared to the large companies of the FMCG markets, of retail markets, I don't know, of telecom markets, now gambling brands are only starting to feel the necessity and the benefits of having a marketing strategy and differentiation on the market. And those who would start to do it first will also have first benefit from it. And also always think what you can do differently, what you can do to stand out among your competitors in each step you take to your goal.
So remember, stand out and never blend in.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So please contact us.